Good afternoon, all, to the second video of Introduction to Rural Marketing. In this lecture, we would talk more about the rural marketing mix. Till now, in your marketing sector, you would have talked about the product marketing mix, where we talk about the 4 Ps of marketing. Or when we talked about the service marketing mix, we talked about the 7 Ps of the marketing mix, where in addition to the 4 Ps of product marketing mix, we have 3 additional Ps added to it to complete the overall set of service marketing mix. Rural marketing mix is completely different from the product marketing mix or service marketing mix. In rural marketing mix, we talk about the 4 As of rural marketing. So in case of rural markets, the scenario is little different. The overall situations are little different. And that's why the overall marketing mix of either the product marketing mix or the services marketing mix do not act properly or cannot be implemented to the word T, or to implement them completely or overall. So for rural marketing mix, we talk about the 4 As, taking into consideration the population which is present in rural markets and how they perceive the products when they purchase a product, or how they perceive a service being provided to them. So when we talk about the 4 As, we talk about affordability, availability, awareness, and acceptability. So let's look a little deeper into the all the 4 As of rural marketing mix. So when we talk about affordability, rural consumers are they want more of a value which is being provided either from the product or either by the product or by the service. So they are not very much they perceive the price of a product or a service from the value proposition being given to them or value being provided to them. So price or cost of a product or service is not a hindrance to them when they talk about picking it up or utilizing a product or a service. So what they look into more of the value which is being given either by the product or by the service. Next comes the availability. The biggest challenge that the marketeers face is providing or making the products available to the consumers who resides in the rural market. So from the perspective of the consumers in the rural market, or from a perception or what the people think about the products, first it had to be made them available to them. Okay, so the product or a service has to reach the boundaries of the villages or the small towns where the people resides, so that they can make these service or product, utilize them in their daily lives, and thus provide business to different organizations. So from the organization perspective or from the business perspective, they have to make the products available to the rural markets in terms of the villages and semi-towns, so that people could avail them. Okay. The third A that we talk about is the awareness. So definitely different modes, different forms of communication are reaching the rural markets. Nowadays, the penetrations of mobile phones have reached their pinnacle, have reached the maximum level. So with the help of these devices, they can, the consumers of villages can be made aware about the different products or services being provided by different organizations or different companies. So in addition to utilizing the mobile phones, they also have internet facilities. Organizations are taking steps so that the computers or laptops could be made available to the farmers, so that farmers could utilize the digital method to be aware about the new developments or the new revolutions which are affecting, or which could be utilized by them to increase the productivity from their field, or how to use their field for different purposes. So multi-farming is one of the ways how they can sow paddy in their field, in addition to how they can utilize fishiculture. uh, they can rear small fishes in the same field where paddy is being grown, because paddy, in case of paddy, you need lots of water, lots of stagnant water to be there in the field, and that water could also be utilized by fishes for breeding, small fishes, definitely not large or huge ones, but small fishes. As well as these fishes protect the plants from different diseases which these plants can attract, or can contact from the different resources or different modes. So it's a win-win situation for both the paddy as well as the fishes. They can grow without having any hindrances, as well as for a farmer, he is getting a side income by rearing the fishes in the same field, or utilizing the same field through which he was been producing just paddy uh, in this scenario. So the specific messages have to be in terms of the rural psyche. So companies are taking initiatives, companies and organizations are taking different routes of making the farmers knowledgeable, much more knowledgeable, so that they can utilize the usage of the technology as a tool to increase their productivity as well as their income, so that the disposable income of the rural sector increases, and they can invest in different products which are being made by different organizations. So different rural alternatives are taking place at different parts of the country. Earlier, if we see in the 1960s or 70s, it's only about the television, which was, or radio, which was the mode of communication. But in addition to television as well as radio programs, now they can utilize their mobiles, they can use internet facility being provided by different organizations, or the e-chopals, which is an initiative by ITC to increase the productivity in a way, and both the organizations as well as the farmers can benefit from these initiatives. And finally, it's the acceptability, where the rural consumers look for the productive assets, and they want something which would make their life much easier, as well as it would help them be more self reliant or less dependent on others. And with the help of that, the overall scenario of the household could be increased, or their life could be made much easier in days to come. So all the 4 A's of rural marketing mix, which is little different from the product concept or from service concepts, have to be are more focused from the rural consumers' point of view, rather than just being focused on a particular consumer. Thank you.